Hello, parents. My name is Lori Holbrook. I will be your son or daughter's geometry teacher for at least the first semester. At the second semester change, very often we don't have the same teachers for geometry. We have many geometry teachers here in our school. I'm going to take just a few minutes to introduce myself and the course in which your son or daughter will be attending on a daily basis for the semester. Okay, so I'm going to start off by just telling you a little bit about myself. I am a product of the Rochester Community Schools. I attended Hamlin, McGregor, Ruther, and Rochester High School. And because I love this district so much, I did choose to raise my family here in the Rochester Community Schools. This is Nathan and Elijah. They both attended Adams High School and Long Meadow and West and all those great schools that we have here that also do feed into, at least for the middle school, into Rochester High School. My youngest is a senior at Adams High School, and my oldest is a senior at the University of Michigan. So you'll probably see me around Rochester, and please don't hesitate to say hello if you ever see me in the community. All right, so a little bit about what geometry is. Geometry is the study of visual patterns. We're going to be looking at the physical world around us. We're going to be applying geometric figures to what we see. And a great emphasis is going to be put on those algebra skills. So it's really important that your son or daughter does go back and review some of those algebra skills. We have been spending the last couple of days pulling up some of these concepts that we do expect them to know so they can be successful and get them the help that they need if they're lacking any of those skills. We're going to be going into the coordinate plane and looking at lines and segments and the relationships to one another. We're going to be working with transformation, the motion of these figures. And we're going to also be looking at the area, the volume of three-dimensional and two-dimensional figures. We're going to study congruent polygons, similar polygons, right triangles. We love trigonometry. Trigonometry is a big component second semester. Much of the year, we're going to be looking at proofs and constructions. And constructions, where they're going to either be integrated throughout the semester, and most likely they're going to want their own compass if possible. I do have compasses available here within my classroom. However, they don't last very long. They break easily, and then I start having very few in my numbers. So it's probably better if they did have their own, if at all possible. Right. So if you could provide them with one of those in the near future, that would be wonderful. The marking period is broken down into homework, quizzes, and tests. 20% of their work is going to be homework. 40% of their grade is quizzes, and 40% is tests. The homework is all due the very next day. So you want to make sure that they are staying up to date because we do quiz once to twice a week on those daily assignments. And if they put that assignment off too long, they're not going to be successful on their quizzes. Quizzes can only be retaken one time per quiz. And there's going to be certain guidelines that they are going to have to follow if you read the syllabus as to what they need to do to prepare for a retake. Tests, on the other hand, there are no retakes for that. How can your son or daughter be successful? To be successful, they need to do their homework daily, pay attention in class, take daily notes, which are graded, and to ask questions if they are not understanding or getting concepts incorrect. The homework is checked for completion daily. I will expect them to upload and digitize all of their assignments into Google Classroom, just like we did in the remote setting, so that I can have a physical copy of their work and spend more time reviewing it and giving them feedback where needed. And this should all be uploaded via Google Classroom. The marking period 1 is 40% of their grade. Marking period 2 is 40% of their grade. And the final exam, if we have it, is 20%. I hope we do. These students really do need to have this exposure to the process of taking exams. Textbook that I have given them is called Big Ideas Mathematics for Geometry. And we will not be doing homework out of this textbook. It's really going to be a means of reference. I've given them problems that I felt were more applicable to what we want them to do through worksheets. And many of these problems do come out of the textbook, and I will follow the lessons within the book. So if I have a section 1.5, it will correlate with 1.5 in the textbook. So it's a great reference, a great tool. They don't need to bring it to school. They can leave it at home and reference it as needed. Right? It's very heavy. I feel really bad that that they have to carry so many books. So I don't require them to bring it. The materials that they do need to bring to class are pencils, straight edges, 3-ring binders, a non-graphing calculator, please. We don't allow graphing calculators in geometry, but they will need one, or they will be provided for one in Algebra 2 if needed. Another thing that they will really want to bring is some highlighters, bring various colors. And if they could have their own compass when we do the constructions, that would be better. Okay, so really that is just a real brief introduction. Please take the time to read the syllabus that I did provide students at the very first day of class. Many of you already signed them and uploaded them to Google Classroom. If you ever need to get a hold of me, please, if you would just look at the Google Classroom, you can get a hold of me through there, through your son or daughter, or via Synergy or Parent View. You can email me. I will answer emails typically the next day or the second day, just depending on how busy I am or if I'm asked to sub on my conference period. But my conference period is fourth period, in which you want to have a conversation with me, we can make time to do that during the 4th hour period. But I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I get a little nervous during recordings, but hopefully I was able to address some of your questions and at least the bare minimum allow you to match a name and a face. You have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful year. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.